The following video may be unsettling for some. Please watch responsibly and take care. Do you know what strange encounters bloggers who camp alone in the wild experience late at night? Whether it is a monster attack, a human threat, or an unknown fear? Today, Pippi is here to share 6 disturbing wild camping events recorded by the camera, mysterious howling, and How to Hunt is a channel dedicated to sharing outdoor knowledge and encouraging people to explore the wilderness. In January 2022, a rather terrifying video was uploaded to the channel, in which a group of teenagers could be seen camping in the wild.
Hear it? Get Trevor. Austin, get the light. Hey! That was not an elk. Where's that coming from? Get my keys. Oh, get ready. Everybody, get in my truck.
When you're out in the woods in the middle of the night, it's easy to mistake the sounds of certain animals for human screams. Fox coyotes and bobcats can make similar sounds, but in the face of the howl in the video, I really can't find any animal that can match it. Many netizens have left comments believing that the sound is definitely a human howl, but we have no idea who the other party is or what he is doing. The only good thing is that these young people finally managed to get in the car and leave without bumping into the thing that made the sound. The Mysterious Visitor, Grizzly Bear Gas, is a video channel on the pub. The channel enters Gas with his dog, hiking and camping all over the UK. In April 2013, Gas uploaded a video of him camping in the British forest in the summer. At the beginning of the journey, everything was normal. The video shows that Gas has set up a tent, chopped wood to make a fire, and started frying steaks. Just then, a man in jeans walks into his camp and asks Gas for a beer and some food.
Right, we've got steaks on go now. Bit of ribeye, pot boiling for some mash, and I've got a visitor. Creeped up behind me asking me if I had a light in my pants. This is Martin anyway. I don't know him, but he's stopping for a steak, so...
Just some random creep wandering about.
You went round here in a poncho a couple of months ago, were you?
I don't think I was. I could have been.
Although meeting this man seems ordinary, on second thought, camping in the deserted woods, suddenly a stranger asks you for something, which is still quite strange. At the same time, if you listen carefully to him, you will find that the strange man is a little incoherent and a little absent-minded. In the second half of the video, Geith reveals that Martin is homeless. When they had dinner together, Martin recounted how he ruined his life with drugs and why he was walking alone in the woods that day. What's disturbing is that Geith mentioned that when they were having dinner, he turned around and cut wood for a few seconds, only to find that Martin left without any sound. A series of strange encounters made Geith decide to leave the camp and go home immediately, because he was worried that Martin would tell his friends to rob him. In order to prove his speculation, Gus left a tracking camera on the tree next to the actor, trying to record everything that happened that night. Early the next morning, Gus returned to Indy to find that the tracking camera he left behind had long gone missing, so it was indeed a wise choice to leave that night. The Stalker's Creepy Outdoor Tour channel, the uploader often shows his experience of outdoor adventures at night here. In October 2022, the channel owner uploaded an unusually terrifying video. In the first few minutes, you can only hear the blogger's breathing sound. He made some observations of the surrounding environment and could see that there was no half a figure in the forest. After about 13 minutes, something strange happened. A very disturbing sound pointed the video to a pretty dark direction.
Oh, hi. What? I need to get out of here. Oh, boy. Oh. Okay. That was creepy. I need to get out of here.
In the distance, you can clearly hear someone shouting, "I see you," which is really hard to understand. Although you could say that another camper wanted to scare the blogger with disruptive disease, maybe just for a fun prank, it is still hard to imagine why anyone else would be like the blogger, wandering in the deserted and populated area of the dark woods. And if you watch the video carefully, you will find that the voice happened to be shouted by the blogger after turning off the lights, as if he had been waiting for this moment. Fortunately, the uploader returned to the camp safely and continued to update the video until today. Mysterious message. Since 2017, a channel writer named Phil has started posting videos of his hiking on YouTube. The day before Thanksgiving in 2021, Phil went on a night hike to the Appalachian Trail in the state of Nia near his home. Everything was normal for the first half hour of the journey, but after a while, the man found something strange. A lot of garbage appeared on the side of the road, and some of the plastic bottles were full of words. The content seemed to be some kind of poetry. Although it was unclear what the purpose of doing this would be, Phil did not take it to heart, but continued to move towards the jungle. When he approached a walking best actor, the man made another series of bizarre discoveries.
The weirdness continues. What the? And there's a dead duck here.
Some of the notes here seem to describe some kind of mysterious poetry. Some seem to be talking about conspiracy theories and undercover federal agents and the like, and the rest are personal biographies. The author recounts his life experiences, and it is certain that the person who wrote the note was the one who killed the duck. Otherwise, this would be too coincidental. Considering that the paper was well preserved and there were no traces of being wet by dew, it can be speculated that it was the most exciting. At this time, Phil was a little strange. He got up and looked around. Suddenly, he found that there was a tarp and a campfire about 20 meters away from the ratio. Phil interrupted the shooting at that time, but quickly explained. He said that he had just seen a woman walking along the path with a dog and asked himself if he had seen the creepy note and animal carcass left on the side of the path people. When Phil mentioned that he saw the best actor and bonfire in a place far away from the base, the woman was very scared, and Ice asked Phil to accompany him back to the car. Anyway, Phil agreed to the other party's request and then started hiking in another direction, trying to find a safer place to spend the night. Fortunately, all the way safe, he found a wooden house specially built for travelers. The man set up a tent not far away, lit a campfire, and enjoyed a beautiful dinner, but the calm did not last long. After it was completely dark, he decided to go to the shelter to check the video log, and quietly other hikers left some notes and stories, and then things became strange again.
I'm gonna check out the shelter log here. I hang out by the fire. Almost every shelter on the Appalachian Trail has a shelter log where people write in their trail names and what's going on. They can write whatever they want in there. So it's kind of cool tradition here. So let's see what this one says. Little engine, back section. Hiking again finally. It's nice and little trail magic. Some comics and writing and stuff. Alright, let's see what's happened recently. Holy crap. Wait a second. Hold on, I'm adjust the camera here. This writing looks almost exactly like the writing that was on that garbage a couple of miles from here.
Although Phil's current shelter is a full 3 kilometers away from where he found the notes before, the exact same handwriting appears in the camping log as on the garbage, which is very strange in itself. When Phil started reading the log, the situation became even earlier.
In 2018, while I was incarcerated at the Okaloosa County Jail, what the heck? In solitary confinement, I figured the following out. Refer to Isaiah 28:15 through 9. This is the same ramblings from the guy that was on the other side of the river. That's kind of scary. Kind of weird. Those women down there said they were going to call the police on the guy. Wow, this is weird. It's just like it goes in one direction, then immediately goes in a completely different direction. And there's just so much of it. Like this line up here. Think grave robbery in an attempt to obscure the reality of Little Mrs. Wolf. Content. Come up with some more of those wicked schemes, JB and company, so I can show some more of your true character.
A felon is walking around in the woods, leaving dark and strange notes everywhere. It's scary to think about it. Based on what this guy wrote, it is speculated that he may not be in his right mind. This is very dangerous for Phil, especially now that it is dark and he has nothing to protect himself. Phil decides to walk back to the shelter, only to find there is a rope hanging from the phone board. This plastic bottle is on the bottle with the same person's note. It is written, "Beware that the dead will indeed walk and how to talk." As a seasoned hiking expert, he did not choose to leave or try to fall asleep at 10 o'clock. Obviously, everything that happened today made him a little nervous. Put himself in his shoes. If you are Mayfair, what is the last thing you want to happen? It must have been a strange sound near Yundi in the middle of the night. Unfortunately, this is the case. In the middle of the night, the man heard something moving near the tent. When he poked his head out of the tent, he found a man with a headlamp walking around the actor, not sure if it was the one who left the note. Mayfair was really panicked now. He quickly packed his things and walked to the car. He kept checking back along the way to make sure he wasn't being followed. Fortunately, he got home safely. As of 2024, Fuya had not uploaded any more videos about him finding strange handwriting on the Appalachia Trail. We may never know who the person who wrote the note was, nor what he would do if he encountered those unsuspecting videographers. Stalker's creepy outdoor YouTube channel, where the uploader often shows his experiences in outdoor adventures at night. In October 2022, the channel owner uploaded an unusually terrifying video. In the first few minutes, you can only hear the blogger's breathing. He made some observations of the surrounding environment and could see that there was no figure in the forest. After about 13 minutes, something strange happened. A very disturbing voice pointed the video in a rather dark direction.
Oh, hi. What? I need to get out of here. Oh, boy. Oh. Okay. That was creepy. I need to get out of here.
In the distance, you can clearly hear someone shouting, "I see," which is really hard to understand. Although you could say that another camper wants to disturb and scare the blogger, maybe just for fun pranks, it is still hard to imagine why anyone else would be like the blogger in the dark woods. And if you watch the video carefully, you will find that the voice happens to be the blogger shouting after turning off the lights, as if he has been waiting for this moment. Fortunately, the uploader returned to the camp safely and continues to update the video until today. In January 2024, the man uploaded a video of filming in the Cleveland forest. He parked the RV in a park a few hundred meters away and then walked into the woods alone. On the way, he found a tent with 4 layers of debris. To be honest, it was a bit scary, but Sam still chose to move on and set up a tent in the woods. He started cooking on the camping road. The man said that he saw several people walking through the camp before the sun went down, which made him feel bad and felt that he might be threatened by them. Most experienced videographers would warn you that if your sixth sense told you that something was wrong, you should leave immediately. However, Sam decided to stick with it for one night and keep the video, and something strange happened late at night.
Somebody, hang on. I don't know if they could see it or not through the tent. I don't think so. I'm leaning right up against the light, but somebody's walking around out there very close to the tent.
Second by second, the footsteps outside seemed to be getting louder and louder, and every recorder's worst nightmare was playing out on Sam.
They're walking around outside in circles.
Hello? Hello? Alright, I don't like this. Hello? Hello? They're touching my tent. Stop. Hello? Hello? Alright, I'm getting out of here. Hello? Hello? I don't know what this is, but we're getting out of here. Hang on. Hello? Okay, they're walking away now. What do you want? What do you want? I have a knife. Where's my knife? With me. With me here. Holy crap, get away. What do you want? Hello, I can't see you. Hello? All right, I'm getting out of here. We're getting out of here.
A lot of people commenting on Sam's video pointed out that if you're being attacked by a stranger, it's probably not a good idea to show weakness by saying things like, "I can't see."
They collapsed my tent on me. I don't know which way they went. I think they went this way. I see you. Get away! All right, I'm spooked. I don't like this. Get my headlamp on and we're getting out of here right now. They're just standing there. They're just standing there. What do you want? Leave me alone!
At this time, the attackers obviously did not leave the camp. As long as they walked out of the tent, they could be seen standing strangely in the woods.
All right, they're moving again. I don't know, I'm getting out of here. We're going. I'll come back for this some other time. All right, let's get out of here. I'm leaving, don't follow me! I don't know where to go. I don't know which way to get out of here. I smell your cigarette, I can hear you! I hear you!
Sam was obviously terrified, and he immediately decided to go back the same way. But the situation seemed to get worse and worse. On the way back to the park, Sam looked back at the actor and saw that the attacker was stealing from him.
This has got to lead back to the main trail. I don't know where they are. I think it's all foggy up here. I got water in my headlamp. I don't know where to go. I don't see or hear anybody anymore. I hear them coming. Can't see the shadow. Here's a path. Okay, get me there. I'm recording all of this. I'm calling up police. All right, I'm back on the path. Back on the path. Okay. Okay. Get away from me!
Fortunately, the man finally returned to his car safely. The video has been released and instantly caused a heated debate. Many people think that this is just a man's pose, who will still be filming when running for their lives. But in my opinion, the man's reaction is very real. Different people will behave differently under pressure. The next morning, CM returned to the actor and found that the other party did not reincarnate something. It is obvious that robbing the actor was not the target of the attackers. So, who are these two people, and what they want? No one knows. Mysterious Guest Mike is a YouTube recording channel blogger. In February 2024, he uploaded a video in which the man parked the RV next to the woods. then went to the jungle to do some exploring, and finally got back to the RV at about 9 p.m. and went to bed. But at 3 a.m., things started to go a little wrong.
The car's just pulled up, and it sounds like they're walking around the van.
Mike pulled back the curtains, and the people who were walking around the RV got back in their cars, and they quickly forced themselves, and it wasn't until the next morning that Mike dared to go out and check.
Right, well I think we should at least go outside and see how miserable the weather is. My door's stuck. What the actual... See that? So here's... There's obviously just people wanting to f*** about and just be funny, I guess, but how dangerous is that, locking someone in their van? Let me check the back door. Well, there's nothing on this one because they wouldn't have been able to tie it to anything, would they? There's no way they could have done that door anyway.
The only plausible explanation I can think of for why someone would lock a stranger in a car is that maybe the other party wanted to steal from the RV. The diesel door was tied to prevent Mike from getting out of the car and stopping it. Fortunately, after the man picked up the zipper, he returned home unharmed and continued to upload videos of his video adventures in the UK. After saying so much, do you dare to go out and record after watching it? Who sleeps I am in the territory? Okay, that's the end of the video today. See you next time.